It's not uncommon for episodes of certain anime to be banned, but few would expect Cowboy Bebop to have been a victim. With the series ending after only 26 episodes, Cowboy Bebop doesn't seem like it would have been long enough to earn a banned episode. The ban may not have lasted too long, but when the episode finally did come back into rotation, the way that viewers watched it would be forever changed by a real-life tragedy. Most fans of Cowboy Bebop are well aware that the show was a darling of Adult Swim, and ran almost non-stop for years on the channel in the 2000s. However, one episode, entitled Wild Horses, was pulled from the rotation in 2003. This was done because the episode involved the Space Shuttle Columbia, which sadly burned up on re-entry in February of that year. Due to the nature of the episode's plot, it was felt that running it might be insensitive, and it didn't come back for quite some time, though the exact date seems impossible to locate now. In Wild Horses, which first aired in America in 2001, Spike returns to Earth with his personal spacecraft, the Swordfish 2, to see it fixed up by a mechanic friend of his, Doohan, named for Star Trek Scotty actor, James Doohan. While trying to obtain a spare part, Spike and the Bebop crew learn of a bounty head in the area, so he takes the Swordfish up into space. The bounty head is actually a dangerous hacker, however, and he's able to hack into and disable the navigational computers aboard Spike and Faye's craft. Even though he's stopped, Spike's ship is falling out of orbit, and Jet won't be able to get there in time. That's when Doohan comes across the radio, having dusted off the old Columbia to attempt to rescue Spike from burning up. Columbia then has some issues with the heat of re-entry itself, but the ship and its passengers make it back to Earth safely. Cowboy Bebop alters Columbia's fate in real life. The Columbia was returning from a mission on February 1, 2003, and had unknowingly experienced damage to the heat protection tiles at launch, which caused the ship to burn up as it re-entered the atmosphere, killing all 7 astronauts aboard. Given how close the episode's plot gets to what happened, it's understandable that Adult Swim would choose not to air it for a while, and removing it from the series doesn't cause any real issues with continuity. With 4 spaceships for Cowboy Bebop to choose from, picking Columbia was likely a coincidence, simply because it was the first and oldest. The shuttle was beloved by many spaceflight enthusiasts, and tragedies like this hit hard, especially since it meant no more shuttle flights for years afterward. Now with the benefit of time, Wild Horses gives fans of the shuttle program one last hurrah for one of its most iconic vehicles, and the episode reads as a love letter to NASA and all things space. What was once feared to be too close to reality is now a fitting tribute, even if it wasn't written with that idea in mind. Wild Horses wasn't the only Cowboy Bebop episode to be temporarily banned in this way, but it is the only one that came back as a stronger episode because of its controversy, not in spite of it. While no one can change what happened to the real Columbia, hopefully some people were able to derive a little closure by seeing Columbia succeed one last time in Cowboy Bebop.